Welcome to AI Assembled, the top AI news for small business. I'm Chris Doelle, and each week I bring you the most important AI developments that can transform your business. Let's dive into this week's top stories.
Small businesses are entering 2026 with record-breaking confidence. According to a new report from OnDeck and Acrolis, released January 28th, 94% of small business owners project growth this year, matching an all-time survey high. The data comes from 468 small businesses and over 3.45 million loan applications during the past 15 months. Here's what's driving this optimism. 56% of small businesses are now using AI, with adoption concentrated heavily in marketing at 63%. And get this, 87% of all AI users report a positive impact on their business. Cash flow and inflation remain top challenges at 29% and 31% respectively. But small businesses are increasingly leveraging non-bank lenders for working capital, with 74% choosing these solutions over traditional banks for their speed and ease. Looking ahead to 2026 planning, small business owners say consumer spending trends and access to credit are the most influential factors shaping their strategies. The survey was completed between December 15th and 23rd, 2025. Now, for a wild ride in the AI agent world. You may have heard about Claude, the viral open-source AI assistant that lets you control your computer through WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, and other messaging platforms. Well, it just went through not one, but two name changes in a single week. On January 27th, Claude officially rebranded to Moltbot after Anthropic sent a polite email requesting a name change due to trademark concerns. The project creator, Peter Steinberger, cleverly chose Moltbot because that's what lobsters do when they shed their shell. But the story doesn't end there. Just days later, on January 30th, Moltbot changed its name again to OpenClaw, and this rapid transition created serious problems. According to Forbes, reporting from January 30th, the name changes triggered a wave of security concerns. Malwarebytes documented typo-squat domains and cloned GitHub repositories appearing almost immediately, with scammers launching fake cryptocurrency tokens using the old Claudebot name. Even more concerning, Axios reported that hundreds of control interfaces were left accessible on the open internet, exposing chat logs, API keys, and in some cases, the ability to execute commands remotely. Bitdefender confirmed similar findings, describing internet-facing dashboards leaking credentials and configuration data. Token Security reported that within a week of analysis, 22% of its customers had employees actively using Claudebot variants. Noma Security found that more than half of its enterprise customers had users granting the tool privileged access without approval. This is classic shadow IT, amplified by AI. The tool itself is powerful. It can carry out real tasks on your computer, opening browsers, clicking buttons, accessing files, and running commands. But to function, it often needs deep system access, sometimes equivalent to administrator privileges. That means the same tool that can save time can also cause real damage if misused, misunderstood, or compromised. Meta is making a major push to bring AI agents to small and medium businesses. According to RTT News, reporting from January 28th, Meta is integrating technology from Manus, the Chinese-founded AI startup it acquired in December for approximately $2 billion, into its subscription services. The deal enables Meta to create what they call general-purpose agents that can handle complex tasks like planning trips or making presentations with minimal user input. Manus has since moved its base to Singapore from China and claims its technology can run autonomously, tackling tasks without needing constant prompts. Here's what matters for small businesses. Meta plans to keep offering standalone Manus subscriptions for business clients, while also integrating the technology into Meta AI and other products. This could bring powerful AI automation tools to the millions of businesses already using Meta's platforms. However, there's a wrinkle. Beijing announced in January it would investigate the deal to see if it violates Chinese laws on tech exports or national security. Despite this, Meta is moving forward with integration plans and expanding subscription services across its platforms.
Genspark just crossed a major milestone. The company announced on January 28th that it surpassed $100 million in annual run rate within just 9 months while launching AI Workspace 2.0. According to the press release distributed through Business Wire, this marks one of the fastest growth trajectories in the AI industry. The growth is driven by rapid enterprise adoption across consulting, advertising, and other knowledge-driven industries. So, what's new in AI Workspace 2.0? The flagship edition is Speakly, a new Mac OS and Windows voice-to-text application that generates clean, formatted writing in real time, triggers agents by voice, and supports enterprise use with zero data retention. AI Inbox 2.0 automates repetitive email tasks like triage and bulk cleanup through custom workflows. AI Slides Creative Mode transforms a simple prompt into an artistic, presentation-ready deck. And AI Media Agents enable teams to produce finished images, videos, audio, and music assets. CEO Eric Jing said in the announcement, quote, "Genspark has built an all-in-one AI workspace where agents don't just assist, they autonomously plan and execute to deliver finished outcomes across voice, inbox, and creation tools." End quote. The company has also closed a $300 million Series B funding round. Instead of managing prompts and stitching outputs together, teams describe the outcome they want, and Genspark coordinates execution end-to-end. If you operate in Colorado or serve Colorado residents, pay attention. The Colorado AI Act officially takes effect February 1st, 2026. That's tomorrow for those listening on release day. According to a compliance guide published by EntreMT on January 31st, this is the nation's first comprehensive law regulating artificial intelligence systems used in high-stakes decisions like employment, housing, loans, and healthcare. Here's what you need to know. The law requires entities using high-risk AI systems to establish risk management policies, conduct thorough impact assessments, and implement safeguards against algorithmic discrimination. Civil penalties are high: $2,500 per unintentional violation and $7,500 per intentional violation. The law applies to businesses nationwide. Any company whose AI systems impact Colorado residents, regardless of location, must comply. However, the law does exempt small employers with fewer than 50 full-time employees from some requirements. High-risk AI systems are defined as those influencing consequential decisions in employment, housing, healthcare, education, insurance, or lending. If you're using AI for hiring, loan approvals, or similar decisions, you need to ensure compliance. Companies should inventory AI systems being used, assess which qualify as high risk, implement required documentation and governance processes, and establish procedures for algorithmic discrimination prevention and response. Project management just got smarter. Asana announced on January 26th a new integration with Claude that lets teams convert plans formed in the AI assistant into structured projects without leaving the chat interface. According to VentureBeat, reporting from January 26th, the integration embeds project management inside Anthropic's AI chatbot, turning natural language chats into structured work plans. You can now check on Asana portfolios, generate and preview new projects, and create tasks directly in Claude. Here's how it works. You're chatting with Claude about a project, and instead of switching to Asana, you can pull up an interactive Asana interface right inside Claude. From drafting timelines to creating tasks, everything happens in one place. The integration is built on Anthropic's Model Context Protocol, which allows tools like Asana, Figma, Slack, and Canva to run directly inside Claude's interface. This reduces what Asana calls context starvation, where AI models lack the business context needed to be truly useful. Asana's Vice President of AI, Olivia Nottebohm, told VentureBeat that AI models are, quote, context-starved without integration into workplace tools, end quote. The Claude integration is available now for Claude Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise subscribers.
Microsoft just made AI cheaper to run. On January 26th, the company announced Maya 200, a new custom AI chip designed specifically for inference workloads. That's the process of running AI models to generate responses. According to Microsoft's blog post, Maya 200 is the most efficient inference system Microsoft has ever deployed, with 30% better performance per dollar than the latest systems on the market. In simpler terms, it costs 30% less to process AI queries while maintaining speed and quality. The chip is built on TSMC's 3-nanometer process, with native FP8 and FP4 tensor cores, plus 216 gigabytes of HBM3E memory, running at 7 terabytes per second. For businesses, the technical specs matter less than what it means. Faster AI responses, lower operational costs, and improved energy efficiency. Microsoft EVP Scott Guthrie said in a promotional video, quote, Maya is 30% cheaper than any other AI silicon on the market today, end quote. The chip is now live on Azure, and Microsoft says this cost reduction will help lower prices for customers running AI workloads in the cloud. This matters for small and medium businesses because as more SMBs adopt AI tools, the underlying infrastructure costs directly impact pricing. Cheaper inference means AI services can become more affordable and accessible. Your business data and AI tools. It's a question most business owners haven't asked, but desperately need to. What happens to your data when you paste it into ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, or other AI tools? According to a comprehensive guide published by EntreMT on January 31st, this is becoming a critical privacy and compliance issue. Research from 2025 shows that sensitive data now makes up 34.8% of employee ChatGPT inputs, up dramatically from 11% in 2023. Here's what's happening. Employees are pasting customer information, financial projections, source code, strategic plans, and legal documents into free AI tools to work more efficiently. None of this is malicious. They're trying to do their jobs, but they're creating serious security and compliance risks. For free consumer versions of AI tools, your conversations may be used to train future versions of the AI model, stored indefinitely unless you manually delete them, and potentially reviewed by authorized personnel for safety monitoring. Even after deletion, they're scheduled for permanent removal within 30 days, and a copy is retained for abuse monitoring. Enterprise versions operate under completely different rules. By default, they do not use data from enterprise accounts for training or improving models. Customers control data retention, often with zero retention policies available. Enterprise versions include encryption at rest and in transit, SOC 2 compliance, and other security certifications. The risks are real. IBM research found that a fifth, or 20%, of global organizations suffered a data breach over the past year due to security incidents involving shadow AI. That's employees using unapproved AI tools without IT oversight. In 2025, security researchers discovered over 225,000 OpenAI and ChatGPT credentials for sale on dark web markets, harvested by InfoStealer malware. For businesses in regulated industries, using AI tools improperly can create serious legal problems. Healthcare providers sharing patient information with free AI tools violate HIPAA. Financial services companies face similar issues with customer financial data. The solution? Create clear AI usage policies. Choose approved enterprise tools. Train your team. Implement technical controls like data loss prevention tools. And never enter passwords, customer credit card numbers, social security numbers, protected health information, proprietary source code, or confidential financial data into any AI tool, unless using a properly configured enterprise system. Manus, the AI startup Meta acquired for $2 billion, just announced a major shift toward open standards. On January 27th, Manus published a blog post titled, "Manus AI Embraces Open Standards, Integrating Agent Skills to Usher in a New Chapter for Agents." The announcement details how Manus is adopting what they call Manus Skills, which separates execution from decision-making in AI agents. This enables reusable capabilities, better orchestration, and scalable multi-agent systems. For businesses, this means AI agents can be more modular and interoperable. Instead of building custom solutions from scratch, companies can leverage standardized skills that work across different AI platforms and use cases. The move toward open standards could accelerate enterprise AI adoption by making it easier to integrate AI agents into existing workflows. Manus also announced several other updates in January, including app sharing and testing features for getting apps to the Google Play Store and App Store, a partnership with SimilarWeb for digital marketing expertise, and meeting minutes features. The company reported crossing $100 million in ARR on December 17, 2025, and reaching a $125 million revenue run rate. And finally, new data reveals that business AI adoption is higher than we thought. According to Ramp's AI Index, published in January, 46.6% of businesses were using AI in December 2025, up 1.6 percentage points from November. Here's the interesting part. The Census Bureau has been undercounting business AI adoption. Ramp's estimate, which is based on actual spending data from its platform, shows significantly higher adoption than official government statistics. The increase was led by growth in enterprise chat AI tools and other productivity applications. For small businesses, this data point matters because it shows AI adoption is becoming mainstream faster than official statistics suggest. Nearly half of all businesses are now using AI in some capacity. The question is no longer whether to adopt AI, but how to do it strategically and safely. Now, let's talk about your action plan for the next 30 days. Step 1. Audit your current AI usage. Ask your team directly what AI tools they're using, both approved and unapproved. Identify any shadow AI, tools being used without IT approval. Document what types of data might be going into these tools. This inventory is your starting point for everything else. Step 2. Upgrade to enterprise AI tools if you haven't already. If your team is using free versions of ChatGPT, Claude, or other AI assistants for work, budget for enterprise subscriptions. The cost is worth it for the data protection, zero training policies, and compliance features. For most small businesses, this means spending $50 to $100 per user per month for proper enterprise AI access. Step 3. Create a written AI usage policy. Define what's allowed: brainstorming, writing, improvement, research, and learning. Define what's prohibited: entering customer personal information, sharing confidential business data, processing regulated data, uploading proprietary code. Make these guidelines specific to your industry. A healthcare practice has different needs than a marketing agency. Distribute this policy to all employees. Step 4. Schedule AI safety training this month. Don't just send the policy via email. Hold a 30-minute team meeting or lunch and learn to explain why AI data privacy matters. Show real examples of AI-related data breaches, demonstrate how to use approved tools safely, and explain what to do if someone accidentally shares sensitive information. Make it practical, not scary. The goal is to empower responsible use, not create fear. Step 5. If you operate in Colorado or serve Colorado residents, conduct an immediate compliance check for the Colorado AI Act. Review any AI systems used for employment, housing, lending, healthcare, education, or insurance decisions. Document your AI inventory. Assess which systems qualify as high risk, and implement required risk management policies and impact assessments. The law went into effect February 1st, so this is urgent for affected businesses. That's it for this week's AI Assembled. Remember, AI is a powerful tool, but only when used responsibly. Take action on these 5 steps this month, and you'll be ahead of 90% of small businesses when it comes to AI readiness and data protection.
That's it for this week's AI Assembled, the top AI news for small business. If you found this valuable, share it with a fellow business owner. If you want a hands-on group that you can work with on your specific AI needs, consider joining Business Success Academy at freshmediaworks.com/BSA. Until next week, keep innovating and keep it real.